Sextortion. Sextortion. Extortion is in there. Extortion. And what's happening is that boys in particular, but teens between 12 and 15 are being targeted. They're being found on their gaming equipment. They're being found on Instagram, on Snapchat, all of the places that our teens hang out. And someone is meeting them and saying that they are a really cute girl, a really sexy boy, whatever. They start a friendship like, oh yeah, I know so and so because they've been watching. I know them too. We're mutual friends. I'm okay. I'm really a teen. They get the kid comfortable, and then the conversation turns sexual. And they encourage them to send sexualized pictures. And the predator on the other end will send your child some sexy teenage girl or sexy teenage boy kinds of pictures with less and less and less clothing. And then they will entice your teen to send them pictures of their breasts, of their genitals, uncovered. This is when it gets really bad. Once they've done it, they get a phone call or an email or a text from somebody, and it's mostly Nigeria, but some other places in the world, from an adult that said, I have your picture. And if you don't send me 25, 30, 50 bucks, whatever they think this kid can manage, I'm going to send it to your family and I'm going to put it out on social media. The kid panics. And a lot of them will even actually get the money together and send it to them. And they don't tell anybody because they're embarrassed. They feel bad. And they keep pestering them. If you don't tell, I'm going to do this. If you don't, I'm going to do that. They will even sometimes call the parents and say, if you don't pay us, we're going to put your kids' stuff out there. And now everybody's being, if you or your child sends them any money, the FBI is saying they will not leave you alone until they drain you. And here's the sad thing, that in 2024, 20 teenagers, 17 of them male, meaning 3 of them were female, committed suicide because they couldn't stop this predator from pressuring and pushing them. And they were embarrassed and afraid that someone would find out, and they thought they would be better off dead. Now sit with that for a minute. Do not, I beg you, do not go and lecture your teenager now. Because you know how they hear your lecture? Wah, 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 wah. They don't want to hear it. You have to go to them and start conversations where they can talk and tell you what they're thinking. So what we want to do is we want to have a conversation that starts kind of like this. Wow, I just read an article about sextortion. Have you heard about that? And notice I paused. I'm going to leave room for them to talk. Wait till you're uncomfortable with the pause and then count to 10. And if you're somebody who really can't handle the pause, count to 20. After you've paused like that, you probably will get a kid who goes, I don't know what that is, or why are you asking me? You know, what do you think I'm doing? It's okay. You can just say, oh, I wasn't thinking anything. I just wondered because I had not heard about it. Can I tell you what I heard? Fine, or you're gonna anyway, right? It's the kind of comments we get. And they just say, I heard that some people are posing as good-looking teenage girls or good-looking teenage boys. They're trying to convince people that they know the other people that they know, and then they talk them into sending sexual pictures of their genitals, their breasts, whatever, and then they are extorting them. They're saying, pay us, or we're going to share it, and they're literally stressing teenagers out to the point that some of them kill themselves and some of them steal money. Some of them, I mean, just doing really crazy things. I mean, like, somebody talked you into that. What would you do to get out of it? And shut up. listen, that'll never happen to me. Oh my God, if that happened, I'd come and tell you. And you go, I am really glad you're telling me. You'd come tell me, because we would take care of that. It's like, wow, what should we do to protect your younger brothers and sisters? You know, hey, I wonder if that could, like, who else it's happening to? Do you know anybody that kind of things happen to? You know, I know I made a big deal about the pornography before, and if you saw it, you should tell me. But, I get it. I remember being a teenager. Sex is really enticing. It's very interesting. It draws us in. If you ever get drawn in like that, I just want you to know I love you. And although it would be really hard to hear, I would be there for you. And walk away. But don't make it a one-time conversation.